and welcome you all. My name is Nidhi Dubey and I'm Country Director, India Girl Rising, and I am Girl Rising.
And I'm Samantha Wright, Vice President of Global Programs for Girl Rising. And I, too, am Girl Rising.
It's a pleasure to welcome you all this wonderful afternoon to celebrate the premiere of Girl Rising, Wo Padhegi, Wo Udegi.
This is a tremendous moment for all of us. When we started Girl Rising 8 years ago, when we, as a team of journalists, discovered a powerful truth. When you educate a girl, you educate her community, and her community can end cycles of poverty in just one generation. In short, educating girls isn't just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing.
Girl Rising has since grown into a global movement for girls' education, leveraging the power of storytelling and partnerships to create change at scale. This afternoon, we'll hear from several of our core partners, 3 of our actresses, and meet 2 of the girls from the film.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today and celebrating the fact that when we educate girls, we can change the world. And to kick us off, it is my great pleasure to invite on stage Ambassador Alfonso Lenhart, the acting administrator of the U.S. Agency for International Development, a key and core strategic partner for us at Girl Rising, India, helping bring this campaign to India. Ambassador, I'd like to thank you so very much for your support and invite you on stage to deliver your opening remarks.
Well, thank you, Samantha, for a very nice introduction. And I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone here. Certainly have a pleasure of being here, the honor, certainly, of inaugurating this opportunity for us to recognize an important piece of work. I want to congratulate the government of India, specifically the Ministry of Women and Child Development, on its leadership of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign and their collaboration with Girl Rising to build a better future for India's girls. In particular, I'd like to thank Minister Gandhi for her leadership and partnership. And I also, for those of you who may have an opportunity to see her today at some point, wish her a very happy birthday. Today is her birthday. USAID is privileged to join our wonderful partners here today, including Girl Rising, Intel, Save the Children, to celebrate the unveiling of the new Hindi version of Girl Rising film. We are proud to help share such important stories about empowering and educating girls. And I thank Star TV for its support in bringing the film to Indian audiences. And thank you all for your commitment to helping girls everywhere reach their full potential. Already, because of your work, we have seen significant progress. But I hasten to add, we still face many challenges. Across the globe, there are 62 million girls who are not in schools, and an estimated 100 million girls will drop out before completing primary school. Here in India, home to some of the world's most respected universities, advanced companies, and bright thinkers, nearly 1 in 4 girls leave school before the 5th grade. Girls of all ages face tremendous obstacles to becoming educated, from long, dangerous walks to school to fees their families cannot afford. As girls get older, they can become pregnant or be forced to marry at an early age. And even when a girl makes it to school, she might not have the resources and support she needs to learn. These challenges may seem insurmountable, but if we work together, To change minds and address these barriers, we can help girls everywhere get the education they deserve. And we know the effects of education ripple beyond each girl, across sectors, communities, and borders. For example, just one more year of education can boost a woman's future income by 10 to 20%. And if just 10% more girls attend school, a country's GDP increases by an average of 3%. Countries that invest in girls' education also have fewer maternal and infant deaths, lower rates of HIV and AIDS, and overall better child nutrition. So, it is clear education presents a pathway out of poverty. And when girls are lifted out of poverty, they become women who strengthen their communities and countries, and indeed make the world, the entire world, a better place. Now that's a story worth telling. That is why USAID is thrilled to help bring Girl Rising to new audiences across India. The film tells the story in a deeply personal and powerful way, introducing us to girls from across the globe who have overcome unimaginable obstacles from early marriage to child labor to gender-based violence. Through the film, we met Suma, and Suma's here, by the way, and I had the honor of meeting her, who was forced into bonded labor at the age of 6, and Wadley, who could not afford to go to school, but showed up every day until they let her stay. We also met Ruxana, who navigates life on the streets of Calcutta, armed with a sketchbook and her family's love. 8 stories of courage, strength, and resilience. And for each of those stories, there are thousands more like it around the world. The power of these stories has propelled Girl Rising into a global movement to educate and empower girls. And the United States is proud to be a partner in this very noble and indeed important work. Through President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama's Let Girls Learn initiative, we are helping adolescent girls around the world enroll in school and giving them the support they need to complete their basic education. In Kenya, we are providing scholarships, mentorship, and leadership training to help 5,000 disadvantaged girls excel academically and professionally. Through our efforts in Ethiopia, we have helped delay or cancel over 14,000 child and early marriages. In Egypt, we are helping girls prepare for a 21st century economy by teaching science, technology, engineering, and math skills. Now, there are many more examples like these. And USAID has gender programs in more than 80 countries, and we are eager to continue to partner with all of you in our greater effort to support girls' education. An investment in women and girls accelerates progress in every other area. It is an investment in economic growth, in global health, and in the fight against ignorance and violence around the world. Together, we can help make sure women and girls are empowered to break the vicious cycle of extreme poverty and change the world for the better. I thank you for your kind attention this afternoon and your continued leadership and partnership in our mutual goals of empowering women and girls around the world. I can't think of any other more noble cause in ensuring that the world has the benefit of every girl or woman making a contribution to the world's progress. I thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Girl Rising is powered through partnerships. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the next speaker from Girl Rising's founding strategic partner, Intel. Intel has a very special place in Girl Rising family. They've stood beside us every step along the way, from before a single shot of footage was taken to today, as we bring this campaign to India, including helping to make this event even possible. I'm delighted to invite to the stage Ms. Debjani Ghosh, who is Intel's Vice President of Sales and Marketing and Group Managing Director for South Asia. Debjani.
Thank you, Nidhi. And I think Girl Rising has equally a special place in Intel's heart. This is a partnership we treasure. We are very proud of, we feel good about, and we want to do so much more with it. It's always a privilege to be part of the Girl Rising events. In fact, since Girl Rising came to India, I think my team and I, have been part of every single event that they have had. And it's just such a pleasure today to see Girl Rising not just come to India, but come to India in our language. It's tremendously overwhelming to see the same. We all talk about the importance of educating our girls. I want to give you the corporate viewpoint. In January of this year, Intel announced a $300 million fund to increase diversity in workforce. Why did we do that? It wasn't a social good campaign. It was a very well thought through initiative, because we strongly believe that given the diversity of consumers, we have to have a diverse workforce for success. Diversity in Intel today is a strategic business imperative. It is not a CSR or do-good campaign anymore. It's never been, and it's today such an integral part of our growth strategy, of our success strategy. And just as corporates are viewing diversity as a key business imperative, I think countries like India need to start seeing diversity as a strategic development investment. They have to make it happen. You know, all of you are aware that in India, one of the biggest challenges that face us is the shortage of skilled labor. It's projected that in the next 5 years, we are going to be short by around 600,000 skilled laborers. The solution, at least to me, lies hidden in plain sight. It's our women, it's our girls. Let's get them educated. They are the ones who need to step into the workforce in order for us to realize the potential that we deserve to realize, that India can realize. And that's what stands between India becoming good versus India becoming great. I think that really is what stands between. And to build diversity, it's not just about hiring women. It's about building that whole ecosystem. That's what we have learned. That's what Intel has learned. You have to start at the grassroots. You have to start by educating the girls first. You have to ensure that the girls are in the schools. And that's where the partnership that we have with Girl Rising takes on such a meaningful role in what we believe in. It's extremely critical to create that awareness today at the grassroots level that educating a girl is good for you. For you, the parent, for you, the teacher, for you, the government, it's good for you. You're not doing any favors to the girl, but it actually has economic benefits to you. I think that's the education we have to take to the grassroots and give them that reason that they need as to why they should send the girls to the schools. Extremely happy and extremely privileged to be a partner with Girl Rising. I think this is the kind of initiative we need to take this message to the grassroots through these beautiful stories, through these stories that directly touch the heart. We really hope that this brings about the change that is so needed in India, and we are extremely privileged to be part of the change. So thank you, Christina and team, for giving us this opportunity. Always a pleasure to be part of Girl Rising. And I have to say, I'm really thrilled to see all these young faces in the crowds today. Welcome, all of you, all the little ones who are here, who have joined us. आप सब उड़ने के लिए तैयार हो ना? एकदम? आपको बहुत 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 दूर तक उड़ना है. So I really hope you all are ready, and just so incredibly happy and proud to see all of you here. Thank you.
It's so amazing to be here and to see so many people, young, bright, enthused, and inspired, and really to welcome Ambassador Lenhart. You have traveled a long distance, but as you said, I cannot think of a more worthwhile cause. Thank you, Debjani. Thank you, Alia, for making it. Wonderful to see everyone gather in this amazing coalition of change. Someone asked me, why is Star Network doing this? And really, what is Star Network's take on Girl Rising, wo padegi, wo udegi? And I was stepping back and thinking about this as I was driving in to the auditorium today. And if I look at the reach that we have on Star Network, we reach roughly over 700 million viewers a week. And each of them spend about 1 hour a day engaging with us. And as I look at that, I think there is nothing that reaches as many people as deeply as we do. Now that's both an incredible responsibility and a tremendous opportunity. Uday Shankar, the CEO of Star India, has famously said that if you're in media and you're not using that platform and opportunity to create a better society, you're missing an opportunity. We actually believe that television can be a real catalyst for social change. We believe that CSR is not corporate social responsibility, but creative social responsibility, that every story can move the nation forward. And if you look at the history of television in India, from the 1990s, when Star introduced the K serials, it was really the first time that women found a platform to tell their stories, which was quite a contrast from the male machismo Bollywood era of that time. Today, I think women are dominating Bollywood as well, more power to women. But if you go back 20 years, I think television was really the platform where women told their stories. And if you look at iconic characters, you know, going from Tulsi of Kyuki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi to Satya, where there's a 21-year-old girl who decides to pursue education, you know, with her in-laws' help, even after marriage, to Pratigya, a girl who fearlessly fights for what's right and in a feudal patriarchal setup, to a show that has dominated primetime ratings for the last 4 years, Diya Aur Bati Hum, which is a very simple story of a girl called Sandhya. And if you talk to a lot of women in India, they almost believe that marriage is a full stop to dreams. But Sandhya has actually awakened a lot of imaginations and possibilities by saying that it doesn't have to be a full stop to your dreams. And she dreamt of being this tough cop and has become a cop and pursued her ambition even after marriage. So we believe that fundamentally, society can only progress if men and women play an equal role, and inspirational storytelling can move society forward. And we think that's fundamental to what we do. A wise man once said that all of us have the obligation to imagine. Imagination is not a fanciful thing. We can all imagine of a world where every girl is educated. When I look at the stats and I see that at a primary level, a lot of girls get into school, but by the age of 13, 14, 50% of girls drop out. I think each one of us in this room, if we can imagine of a world where every girl is educated, and together with the remarkable Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign, with everything being done by everyone in this room, for the first time, I really believe it is possible. And retrospectively, we can say that we were part of a historic movement towards really every girl rising, every girl being educated. And I thank you, Girl Rising. I thank you, everyone, for being part of this. And we are proud to present to you a sneak peek of Star Plus presents Girl Rising, Wo Padegi, Wo Udegi. Thank you.
कई जोर जुल्म से बचना है, सो पढ़ना है, कई कानूनों पर पढ़ना है, सो पढ़ना है, कई जुल्म से बचना है, सो पढ़ना है, मुझे सब कुछ बदलना है, सो पढ़ना है, क्योंकि मैं लड़की हूँ, मुझे पढ़ना है, हर आलम से बतियाना है, सो पढ़ना है, मीरा का गाना गाना है, सो पढ़ना है, मुझे अपना राग बनाना है, सो पढ़ना है, अब अनपढ़ का नहीं जमाना है, सो पढ़ना है, क्योंकि मैं लड़की हूँ, मुझे पढ़ना है।
कई सीढ़ियाँ बाकी हैं जिन्हें चढ़ना है, सो पढ़ना है, सपनों में सच्चाई का रंग भरना है, सो पढ़ना है, आसमां से ऊंचा उड़ना है, सो पढ़ना है, क्योंकि ये लड़की है, इसको पढ़ना है। अभी मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि वैसे कमला जी ने इन सब ने इतनी अच्छी बोला है, इतनी अच्छी कविता बोली है, मैं इतना ज़्यादा पढ़ा लिखा नहीं हूँ, मगर मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि इंसान को एक औरत ही समाज में लेके आती है। पहला शब्द बोलना एक औरत सिखाती है, पहला कदम रखना एक औरत सिखाती है, एक इंसान को एक्चुअली जेंटलमैन एक औरत बनाती है। तो हम सबका फ़र्ज है, अगर वो औरत, वो माँ, वो बहन अगर एजुकेटेड होगी, सभ्य होगी, तो हमारा समाज, हमारा देश कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जाएगा। तो प्लीज़ आप अपनी बेटी को पढ़ाइए। अगर देश को उन्नति के पथ पे लाना है तो बेटी को पढ़ाना है, अगर राष्ट्र का चरित्र निर्माण करवाना है तो बेटी को पढ़ाना है, और हम सबको सभ्य कहलाना है तो बेटी को पढ़ाना है। तो प्लीज़ आप सभी अपनी बेटी को पढ़ाइए, प्लीज़।
Thank you, Sangram ji.
थैंक यू।
We all know Sangram Singh, wrestling champion, is an inspiring story in himself. He also represents Women and Child Development Ministry and the campaign Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Abhiyan. I really want to thank you, Sangram ji, for being with us on stage.
थैंक यू, इट्स माई प्लेजर। जो आप मैं आया, आप सबने मौका दिया, थैंक यू सो मच।
Also, a big thank you to children, and especially to Rukhsana, who you just met, and she was here with her sister, Salma, with her friend, Roshni, all the way from Kolkata. We also had kids from Magic Bus, so a big thank you to the whole group. I also want to thank Kamla Bhasin, who is the poet and the renowned gender activist, whose poem we just heard. She really wanted to be here in person, but I think we can all feel that she was here in spirit. So I want to thank you all for this. Thank you.
And now we're delighted to share another sneak peek from the film. Many girls' destinies are decided the day they are born. In Nepal, for instance, there are girls who are sent to work as bonded laborers, often in brutal circumstances, often for no money, in the homes of wealthier families. This practice is called kamlari, and though now illegal, it still exists. When we first heard her sing, we couldn't believe a song so sweet could be filled with words of such sadness. And now you'll get to hear for yourself. Please meet Suma.
दुख देना मन रहा तड़ाई, दुख देना मन रहा तो बाबा, काकर जन्मा दिलो त छाई हाँ, काकर जन्मा दिलो त छाई हाँ, दादु भैया स्कूल में पढ़ना, मैं गरम जाइना मै दुखी छै जिम्मेदार गरम जाइना सदाभर मल्किनिया खाथले मारा खैना कसिन मर ई जीवन मारा खैना कसिन मर ई जीवन स्वार्थी बाटो हमर दाइ बाबा काकर जन्म देलो त छै काकर जन्म देलो त छै
आप सब ने ये खूबसूरत गाना सुना. I'm sure everybody felt something in the room. We're not quite sure what we felt, but we know that it's emotional. We know that it means something. So आज मैं यहाँ पे आई हूँ. Very, very privileged and very honored to be standing here with these brave girls. और आज मैं सुमा का जो अभी गाया हुआ गाना उसका translation देने वाली हूँ हिंदी में. So you all can understand what she was singing all about. कितने मतलबी थे मम्मी पापा कि उन्होंने मुझ लड़की को जन्म दिया. क्या मुझे सिर्फ दुख देने को माँ? क्या मुझे सिर्फ दुख देने को पापा? क्या सिर्फ इसलिए एक लड़की को जन्म दिया? भाई तो मेरा गया होगा स्कूल पढ़ने, मैं अभागी बंधी मालिक के घर से, डरी सहमी अपनी मालकिन के डर से, जी रही हर रोज मार खा के गाली सुन के. कितने मतलबी थे मेरे मम्मी पापा कि उन्होंने मुझ लड़की को जन्म दिया. I just want to say कि I'm sure आप सब समझे होगे what I've just said, with the meaning of all these words. And today she stands here next to you singing loud and proud what she's feeling, what she's been through, what she's felt. And I think that deserves a big round of applause. यही है Girl Rising. I am Girl Rising means what? That I want to stand up today, I want to study, I want to make a future for myself, I want to have my own dreams fulfilled, and I want to take over the world. Why should you be the only one? मुझे क्यों नहीं स्कूल भेजते? मेरे भाई को तो भेज दिया, मेरा क्या? और मैं यहाँ पे खड़ी हूँ तो I'm going to take this opportunity to actually narrate an incident from my life recently जो मैंने witness किया. जब मैं पंजाब गई थी अमृतसर, I was researching for one of my film roles और मैं एक कुछ औरतों से मिली थी when I went to the farm to do some research. When I went to their house, I saw that the girls were standing very shy in the corner, but big smiles on their face, very welcoming, very curious, very nervous. और जब मैंने उनसे बात किया तो I asked them, आप स्कूल जाते हो? उन्होंने कहा नहीं. I said, क्यों नहीं जाते हो? नहीं, हमें नहीं भेजते. जब मैंने उनके मम्मी पापा से पूछा कि why don't you send the daughters to school? You send the son to school. There was one hero standing over there. हाँ, हम देखते हैं picture. Like that, on whatever. So I asked him, I said, लड़कों को स्कूल भेजते हो, लड़कियों को क्यों नहीं? They said, हम स्कूल भेज देंगे तो हमारा हेल्प कौन करेगा? Who will help me at home? Why should I send her to school? लड़कों को जाने दो. उनके लिए वैसे भी safe नहीं होता है. So there's so many reasons put together as to why a girl can't go to school. You know, you can go on and on about it, but at the end of the day, the point is, हम लोग यहाँ पे खड़े हैं. You saw these beautiful girls. मेरे आँखों में आंसू थे actually when I was looking at them sing. क्योंकि they're literally asking you and pleading you for their life. उनका हक नहीं है क्या? स्कूल भेजना, पढ़ना, to carve their own future. So I'm really, really happy and very, very proud and honored to be a part of this movement today. And I thank all of you, especially Alfonso sir. Thank you for being here. It means so much to all of us because We are a country that is growing and we want to touch the greatest heights. We all know that. And we've come a long way. I'm not going to sit over here and say bad things about my country. I love my country. But there is a certain harsh truth about our country which we have to face. And the fact is that we are here standing together wanting to make a change. And I think that's a big deal in any way. All I want to say is I'm Alia Bhatt and I'm Girl Rising.
Thank you, Alia, for making this moment so special, for standing by Suma, for being Girl Rising. Thank you, Suma, for such a beautiful, soulful performance. I think this is a perfect moment to bring on stage our other girl child that we have here, Ruxana. Ruxana from the film. We have 8 tremendous actors who voiced Girl Rising India, and how lucky we are to have 2 children who are heart and soul of the film with us today on stage. Can I request one moment of patience, please, where we'll just invite press for pictures? We can take the mic off. Truly a Girl Rising moment. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. I'd now like to call upon Girl Rising's managing director and supervising producer of the film, Christina Laurie, to join us.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. It was said before, but I'll say it again. This is a tremendous moment for us at Girl Rising. The power of this film comes from the power of the girls you met today. Suma, Ruxana, and the other 6 girls you'll meet in the film. It is these girls and their stories that inspire all of us to do more for girls' education around the world. And it is our partners who help us take these stories, share them widely, and create what we hope is massive change. Now we come to our final moment of this event. I'd like to call back on stage Ambassador Lenhart from USAID, Gayatri Yadav from Star India, Debjani Ghosh from Intel, and Sangram Singh representing the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign. Today and the upcoming premiere this Saturday would simply not be possible without your generous support, your creative and passionate and long-standing support. Thank you. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you for standing with girls across this country and across the world. Ruxana and Suma, I'd like to call you out as well. Thank you very much.
So all together, we now officially launch Girl Rising, Wo Padhegi, Wo Udegi.